NanoSalve Catalytic helps heal wounds and persistent skin conditions by allowing the body's natural healing process to happen faster. So when and where can NanoSalve Catalytic help? NanoSalve helps with lacerations, cuts and scrapes, abrasions and rashes, blisters and burns. NanoSalve helps with skin damage and irritation caused by conditions like eczema, dermatitis, diaper rash, or cold sores. And NanoSalve helps heal up a variety of wounds, including surgical wounds. To make this even simpler, NanoSalve helps support healing of injured skin, reduce inflammation and irritation, and provide broad-spectrum infection control within its protective matrix. These are called the 3 I's. There are 2 key principles to using NanoSalve effectively. First, the optimal treatment with NanoSalve is a paper-thin layer. A thicker layer does not provide additional benefit. Second, NanoSalve must be in direct contact with the area to work. This means once NanoSalve is washed, rubbed, or sweated off, it's gone and no longer supporting healing. Next, let's discuss specific ways to use NanoSalve and how to cover it. One way to ensure NanoSalve stays in place is by covering the area with a bandage, dressing, or other topper. Blisters, cuts, scrapes, incisions, and lacerations are all wounds that are typically covered with a bandage or dressing. Each time you change the bandage, cleanse the area, pat it dry, and reapply a thin layer of NanoSalve. When using NanoSalve for blisters, simply apply the NanoSalve directly to the blister, cover, and allow the skin to heal back into place. If ever your bandage is sticking to the area, simply add liquid to rehydrate and soften NanoSalve for easy removal. Change your bandage or dressing as needed. The second way to ensure NanoSalve stays in place is by covering it with an occlusive barrier cream, ointment, or lotion. This style of covering is optimal for high mobility areas, skin rashes and irritations, or areas that would be challenging to cover with a physical bandage, such as the face. Reapply as needed, like when the product is washed, rubbed, or sweated off. This may be anywhere from twice a day to several times a day. NanoSalve Catalytic is an advanced tool for improving patients' wound and skin healing outcomes. NanoSalve is indicated for use across the spectrum of wound types and dermatological challenges, from early onset to chronic wounds. NanoSalve actively facilitates healing, reduces inflammation, and provides effective broad-spectrum infection control within the matrix. Before applying NanoSalve, prepare the wound following your standard of care practices for cleansing and drying. Next, squeeze a small amount of gel onto a clean applicator of choice, such as a glove or cotton-tipped applicator. NanoSalve is not a wound filler. Apply a thin, continuous layer to the entire surface of the wound, including any undermining or tunneling areas. Complete application by applying around the edge of the wound. NanoSalve requires direct contact with the wound bed to be effective. A layer as thick as a piece of paper is sufficient. For example, a pea-sized amount will cover a 10 by 10 centimeter surface area. Next, select an appropriate secondary dressing and packing if required to best support the needs of the wound. There are no contraindications to using NanoSalve in conjunction with other wound care products or therapies. Continue to follow your standard of care dressing change schedule and reapply NanoSalve at each dressing change.